Hi everyone, it's Susie. I'm here with my October wrap up and my November TBR video. So I apologise for not having this up at the start of November, but I've been extremely busy and pretty ill for the past couple of days, so I haven't really felt up to recording videos. My throat's still really sore, and so yeah, I'm finally have the time to record videos, so I need to get my wrap up done because I haven't done it yet. So in October I managed to read 15 books and one novella. I'm really happy with that because I started work last month and I've been trying to get back into the swing of reading while working, and it's been pretty hard to get used to, but I look like I'm back on track now, so yeah, hopefully I'll be able to read a lot more this month. So let's go through all the books I read in October. The first book I read in October was Shatter Me by Tahira Mafi. I really enjoyed this one and I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. The second book I read was Finding It by Cora Carmack. This was the last book in the Losing It trilogy and I absolutely loved it and I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars. The third book I read was Foretold by Janet Oliver. This is the third book in the Demon Trapper series and I really enjoyed it and I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. The next book I read was The Reckoning by Kelly Armstrong. This is the last book in the Darkest Powers trilogy and it was such an amazing wrap up to the series. I just loved it and I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars. The next book I read was The Coldest Girl in Cold Town by Holly Black. This one didn't really live up to my expectations and was kind of boring, so I ended up giving it a 3 out of 5 stars. And then I read Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell. I fell in love with this book. I absolutely adore it. I love Rainbow Rowell's writing now and I give this one a 5 out of 5 stars. And then I read Adorkable by Sarah Manning. I really enjoyed this one. This is sort of like a love-hate romance book and it was really amazing and I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. And then I read A Midsummer Text Dream by Louise Renison. This is the second book in the Sola Casey series. This one was just as hilarious and bonkers as the first one. I loved it and I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. And then I read The House of Hades by Rick Riordan. This is the fourth book in the Heroes of Olympus series. Oh, such an amazing follow-up to the Mark of Athena. I just loved every single thing about this book and I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars. And then I read The Assassin in the Desert by Sarah J Maas. This is the second Throne of Glass novella. I really love this one. I'm loving working my way through these novellas and learning more about Selena and her past. So I give this one a 5 out of 5 stars. And then I read Dark Migration by Sandra R. Campbell. I read this for a blog tour. Didn't realise it was the second book in the series until I went to read it. But oh well, it was still really enjoyable and I gave it a 3 out of 5 stars. And then I read Teardrop by Lauren Kate. I absolutely adored this book. It was a take on the Atlantis myth and it was just fantastic and I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. And then I read Panic by G.A. Huss. This is the last book in the Rook and Ronin series. I got this for review as well and it was just such an amazing wrap up to the series. It was full of action and so many twists that I didn't see coming and I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. And then I read Allegiance by Veronica Roth. I don't have anything to say about this book other than I gave it 3 out of 5 stars. If you want to know what I felt about it, go watch my review because I still can't with this book. And then I read The Naturals by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. This is a sort of like thriller mystery novel. I really enjoyed it and I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. And the last book I read in October was White Cat by Holly Black. I really actually enjoyed this one. Considering I didn't really like The Coldest Girl in Cold Town, but this one was really good. It was slightly confusing to start with to get into, but when I did it was just amazing and I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. So that's all the books I read in October. So for November I'm doing Netgalley November, which is hosted by Bookish Treasures, K-Books and A Daydreamer's Thoughts. I'll leave a link to all of their blogs in the description box below. This is basically a challenge where you get caught up with all the books that you've received from Netgalley for review because I'm really behind and my feedback percentage ratio is terrible, so I really need to get caught up. I'm also planning on reading all of the library books that I have out, because I think I have about 14 books out from the library that I haven't read yet, so that's pretty bad. So hopefully I can get through a big chunk of them. And lastly, I'm planning on doing a Vampire Academy marathon this month. I read the first book last month, and I have books 2, 5 and 6 from the library, and I have books 3 and 4 downstairs in boxes or bags or suitcases somewhere. So when my room gets all sorted this weekend, I am going to start my Vampire Academy marathon, and I'm really looking forward to it because I can't wait to see how the series progresses. So there we go, that's my October wrap up and my November TBR. Let me know in the comments if you guys have done one, and I'll go and check them out. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys later. Bye everyone.